If you needed any proof at all that the invisible contract between the royal family and the news media in the UK is real, here it is. This is the video. Because today the Daily Mail decided to total up the cost of the outfits of not just Kate, the Princess of Wales, but also Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, despite the fact, as they say in their headline, that she stepped back from royal duties. I don't even know where to start, man. I'm gonna give you my observations like in real time. All right, Duchess of Hollywood, value of Meghan Markle's wardrobe boomed to £79,000 in 2022 despite stepping back from royal duties. We only saw Meghan like a handful of times this year, so they were really scraping the bottom of the barrel for this number. Also, why does it matter? She stepped back from royal duties. The taxpayers and the Duchy of Cornwall no longer pay for her outfits. So riddle me this, Daily Mail, why do you give a shit if the mixed race princess has nice clothes that she paid for herself or was gifted for free? Because that's how it works when you're in Hollywood. Compare this to Kate's most expensive fashion year yet. She spent £100,000 more on clothes than Meghan did, and she hasn't stepped back from royal duties. Let that sink in. The year that Kate became Princess of Wales, she spent more on her clothes than ever before, despite the fact that she has 10 years worth of a royal wardrobe to pull from. And let me be clear, I don't really care how much Kate spends on clothing. The clothing doesn't come out of their taxpayer money anyway. I don't price royal outfits on my page. I don't think that's a useful way to discuss royal fashion, but it's the disparity that annoys me. If it was Meghan spending the most money on her clothing in the year that the Queen passed away, in the year of the Platinum Jubilee, when all eyes were not supposed to be on her, she would have been crucified. Instead, here we have mother of three who has a love of the high street, also recycled quite a bit. For Meghan, that same little phrase was, Meghan is known for her love of expensive clothing and jewelry, despite the fact that the single most expensive item featured in these two headlines is being worn by Kate. It's a £9,000 pair of earrings. If the disparity between those two things wasn't bad enough, the headline on the Daily Mirror just made it even worse. They too totaled up Kate's clothing and featured it, but here the subtitle was, because she's worth it. I feel like they're saying the quiet part out loud there, right? Like, Kate's worth that amount of money being spent on her clothes, which again, not arguing, but if she's worth it, so is Meghan. Because Meghan's, again, spending her own money on her clothing, so inherently, she is worth it. I really just can't get past this, despite stepping back from royal duties, as if she's not allowed to wear expensive clothing now that she's not working for the royal family. I don't know. If I try to put myself in the mindset of a Daily Mail writer for too long, I do feel myself going a little crazy. Once again, because I know I'm gonna get comments about this, I am not bashing Kate for spending a lot of money, even though it was a cost of living crisis year. I'm bashing the writers of the Daily Mail for making this into a glowing piece on her somehow. While again, if it was Meghan, if the tables were turned, this would have been scathing.